Okay, so getting up, like in any fighter game, getting up is really important. And in Tekken, like every other thing in Tekken, it can be complicated. So I'll try to keep this as simple as possible. Okay, so if you are in the air and you are landing, there are two time frames in which you can get up off the ground and do stuff. The first time frame is the moment you land on the ground. So if you do that, the moment you land on the ground, you can do something, and that is known as teching. Anything after that, so if you get slammed to the ground like with this move, or thrown in the ground or something, when you're not landing, anything after that is known as wake up. Right, so what are the options? Now the game has, conveniently separated them into ground techniques, which is teching, and stand up, which is wake up, get up, however you want to call it. The most important thing is you know what to do. Right, so let's take a look at your teching options. So as you see here, you have 4 options: tech left, tech right, quick recovery, and quick back roll. So how do you do them? Okay. Right. So when you land, if you press 1 or 2, so any punch button, you will tech into the background. If you press any kick button, you will tech into the foreground. So as you can see here, for every time I press a punch button, I'll tech in the background, and for every time I press a kick button, I'll tech into the foreground. Another thing that you can do is hold back, like so, and you resume a guarded position straight away. Like so. Now teching, these 3 techs are generally safe. Teching left and right, or in the foreground or in the background, is generally preferred if you don't know what to do, because it is a really good way to save yourself, get yourself up and ready to fight again. So let me give you an example. So as you know, maybe many times, Oscar's forward 2 does actually hit grounded people, but if you tech, it will miss. So like so. So teching is a really great way of getting into battles, really quickly and attacking. So as you can see here, I actually have my back facing towards the opponent, and that is not good, because what does that mean? If my opponent attacks me, I can't do jack about it. And what's worse is, what normally would not have been a natural combo becomes a natural combo, because you can't guard from behind. So if I guard from here, so as you can see, all attacks connect. Okay, the final option, the quick recovery, is done by holding forward. Holding forward is actually enough. Now the thing about this is, you can only do this if you are landing face up, feet towards. So as you can see, I'm landing with my face up and feet towards opponent. So how you land in Tekken actually matters, and it will eliminate, depending on how you land, your options to get up will be different. So for teching left and right and back quick roll, which is not a roll, you can do them regardless of how you land. You can do it regardless of how you land. The quick recovery, however, the hamstring one, can only be done if you're landing face up, feet towards. So you can land in a bunch of various ways, and you still got your tech left, tech right. So as you can see here, tech left, tech right, like so. But if I change it to quick recovery, so this really really slow get up that's not really safe. So how you land does matter. And sometimes things change. Like if you see here, the back quick roll. When she lands like this, her animation changes. The opponent's animation changes. Whereas if I launch it like this, it's slightly different. Okay, so that's pretty much every character's way of teching. Yes, that's every character's way of teching. Right, so for every other time, it's either you chose on attack or you got slammed to the ground or whatever. Like, you know, you can't tech. What can you do then? So let's take a look here, because this gives you a lot of options. Right, so you have your wake up backward, which is simple. All you have to do is press back, really. Press back, and you will actually you will just go back and get in a guarding position. You can also press down back, and you'll block low. But as you know, blocking low will make you open to mid attacks. You can also press 1 to roll into the background and get up. So if moves like track left or track right, or like hit their own left or hit their own right, like this, rolling, you know, may evade it. To roll into the foreground instead of the background, you have to press down 1, like so, and you roll. Now the thing about this is, if you hold down after rolling, you can stay down on the ground. Now afterwards you can't roll again, because you can't roll an infinite amount of times. Only Lei Wulong can do that, and he's not in this game yet. You can do pretty much everything else, like get up normally in those situations. But yeah, not staying down is actually an option. Okay, so you can also press forward to roll towards enemy. So if you don't wanna be separated from the opponent, you can roll forward, and it's generally not used as much or preferred, because you are vulnerable when you're moving forward, and being vulnerable means you can get hit. So it's generally not recommended. After that, you have 2 get up kicks. So you have, if you press 3, you do a low get up kick, and if you press 4, you do a mid get up kick. So these moves will have different properties on counter hit. You get a combo of the low get up kick, if I can just time it right. You get a combo of your low get up kick, but it's not reliable. I wouldn't bet on it. What else? You can do a forward roll. Oh yes. About the forward roll, if you are landing face up, feet towards, you can actually do a cross chop, which is done like that. And as you can see here, you can cover a lot of ground with that attack, a lot. And you know, get attacked. The cross chop is safe. Okay, so if your opponent blocks it, they can't punish you, but it is linear. The wake up get up kicks are punishable. They are very punishable. Not launch punishable, but it's not a good option if you are low on health. What else is there? You also have your yes, spring attack. So spring attack is done by pressing 3+4. It's done by pressing 3+4, and you will do this, you know, hand spring attack, which is it does a nice chunk of damage. I don't know if you can get a combo off of it, maybe. Anyway, whatever. You do a nice spring attack, and if your opponent, you know, it's really getting to your face, there is an option. Now this move can only be done if you are facing up and feet towards, the normal landing position. If you land any other way, like so, like this, as you can see here, if I press 3+4, it doesn't work. The last but not least, which is also exclusive to face up and feet towards, is this kick, which is done by pressing down 3. As you can see here, you do a really small kick that does pathetic damage, but you put a bit of distance, not a bit, quite a lot of distance between you and your opponent. Okay, thank you for your hard work. Alright, so out of these options, you already know that if you land any other way, you can't do a quick recovery for Tekken. If you land any other way for wake up, or if you are in any other position, you can't do spring attack, recovery kick, and you can't do the cross chop, which the game doesn't really list here. Okay, so they are all your wake up options, the way you can get up. And there are times when you rather do something else than sort of move. So let us take a look at the wake up low kick, because that's the easiest to talk about. So as you can see here, this is a wake up low kick, and if I know a low kick is coming, I can do something that low crushes. So whenever somebody, if you ever see somebody in a match doing really weird stuff like this, or whatever, that doing attacks that don't seem to make sense, because you're not actually attacking the opponent on the ground. So why would you do that? So they are aiming for you, okay, or aim for the opponent to make a wrong move, and get a sizable amount of chunk of damage off them. Because so I can do a wake up low kick. Right, so wake up low kick, a really good option is to low crush it, but I don't have to. I could also do something like this, which it does my job, and if I time it right, I get a combo. So it's important to know that Tekken is also not always safe. It generally is safe, but there are ways to go around it. So if I know my character really well, or I search up online or something and go, okay, can I actually make it so that whatever they choose to do during tech, they can't win? Yes, it's possible. So characters will have something known as tech traps, and like the name suggests, if you tech at all, or if you try to tech at all, you will get hit. Asuka does have one, and I just showed it to you guys. So in cases like those, teching is not the correct answer. This teching will actually make you lose. Alright, so that was actually a lot. To take in. And where do you start? Right, so if you don't know where to start, teching left or right is generally a good option, because it's safe-ish, and it gets you in action pretty quickly and rather evasive. Blocking backwards is also generally a good idea, but you don't get into action as quickly as Tekken. Tekken actually puts you in action much quicker than the back roll. For get up, generally, to start with, rolling and just guarding are two good options. So everything else would require aren't as safe. So as you can see there, if you do a low get up kick for your wake up, you can be punished for it. It doesn't even have to be something that low crushes. I can just guess and time it correctly, and I can get a combo off of it, and that means boohoo, I can't do that. That's like my health bar gone. So if you don't know where to start, and you don't know where to start for wake up, holding back is a good option. Rolling is also a good option because it's kind of evasive. Your wake up kicks, not as much. Alright, so there you have it. No, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. Obviously, as you play more, you know, you become more familiar with mechanics, or with your opponent, and you are more aware of what you can do. So how you actually get up is important. There are many ways to punish you if you guess wrong, make you pay for it. So hopefully, but it's not impossible. Like I said, if you don't know where to start, teching is a good idea. Teching left, teching right is a good idea. Just as a reminder, it's the moment you land on the ground, you press any punch button or any kick button. Otherwise, if you're getting up or waking up, rolling, which is pressing square or not square, pressing 1 or down 1, and holding back. Holding back is generally a good option for both teching and wake up. With that said, I'm going to leave it here, and good luck.